This is Bwana.org Radio for May 2nd, 2008. We're a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. We're also a member of the Blueberry Network at BLUBRRY.com. This is episode 117 of Bwana.org Radio. Enjoy the show.
From sunny South Florida, where we should be outside, but instead we're inside so we can bring you the best in tech news, reviews, and trends. It's Bwana.org Radio. Now, the host of this extravaganza, Bwana McCall.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to episode 117 of Bwana.org Radio. Happy Friday to everybody out there. I hope everybody has great plans for this weekend. I know I do. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that involve this weekend and fun and family and friends and all those F's that we like to talk about. But anywho, I hope you enjoy what I have to offer you today. I have about 6 or 7 stories to talk about in episode 117 of Bwana.org Radio. I spent most of the day today tweaking my setup again. So you guys may have noticed last episode I was kind of fumbling a little bit and my audio kind of degraded towards the end. That shouldn't happen again today. I did an extensive, thorough test today of a new audio setup, new audio configuration, no new hardware. I just reconfigured a bunch of stuff, and it came out pretty good. I was able to get about 40 minutes of good recording in with no hiccups. So we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that that doesn't happen this time around. But if you are in the market for a domain name, you know what I'm going to say, right? You know what I'm going to say. Why don't you go to GoDaddy.com and use the promo code BRAY1. That's BRAY1 when you check out, so you can save 10% on any order. That's 10% on any order. So support Bwana.org Radio and buy your domains today through GoDaddy.com. Got a great show lined up for episode 117 of Bwana.org Radio.
It's time for Bwana.org Radio's tech news for this week.
And for our tech news for episode 117 of Bwana.org Radio, the first story I found over on FriendFeed, and the name of the website is Geekaloogie. It's kind of a funny name, right? But this is incredible. This is the world's most expensive house. The world's most expensive house. Now you can guess. What is it going to be? 100 million, maybe 500 million, maybe even a cool billion. No, I think this one's a little bit more. This particular house costs you $2 billion. This house is 550 feet high, 22-story tower, and it has 400,000 square feet. Now that's cool. Okay, big house. Somebody just bought a tower. So there's this big tycoon out there who wants to buy a tower for himself and some people. It's probably gonna house a lot of people, his friends and family. He's probably gonna house. No. This particular structure is built for 5 people. Get it? 5 people. We got a $2 billion home, 550 feet high. It's 22 stories. Okay, you got that in your head? 400,000 square feet of space. That is absolutely redunculous. That's the only word I can think of. Redunculous. That's redunculous. How much space that is. And they got pictures of some of the proposed layouts and some of the renderings. It's going to look like a Las Vegas hotel, pretty much, probably bigger. And it's for 5 people. It's going to have a ballroom. It's going to have a theater. It's going to have all this stuff for 5 people. So this is insane. I'll put the link in the show notes so you can gawk at it and go crazy, kind of like I did. The next story has to do with the iPhone and something that's not cool. If you've jailbroken your iPhone, you know that you can download custom applications from just about anybody out there who puts it together. With these applications, you can enrich your experience with the iPhone and do a lot of cool things. Someone has taken a very evil route here. We see a big piece of malware out there. Malware is software that's for malicious purposes. This software is posing as antivirus. So when you set up your iPhone sources and install that app and you point to this source, it's going to pretend to be McAfee antivirus for your iPhone. So if you see this anywhere, don't get it. Don't download it. Turns out this particular software is a malicious application that resets all your plist files, that's all your settings, giving the iPhone, iPod Touch a spinning wheel of death. So essentially it's going to brick your iPhone in a sense until you can restore it again. So don't use this software. This is a special case of just somebody being really stupid and ruining a good thing. I know there's a lot of good developers out there. They're giving them a bad name. So now the trust level has dropped tremendously, and people are going to look at these iPhone applications, these independent iPhone applications, with scrutiny, and they're going to want, you know, the official apps from Apple, which are coming in June, which are going to go through some sort of a QA, some sort of a certification process. So I am not happy about this. I don't like when people do that kind of stuff, especially to iPhone users, especially to any kind of user, and pose as antivirus, pose as something that's supposed to help the user, prevent them from getting malware, spyware, and actually be that. So I'll put the link in the show notes. I found this over on applephoneschool.com by way of Twitter and NateTrue. And this is something that you got to be aware of, especially if you have jailbroken your iPhone and you're adding sources left and right and you're going to be, you know, installing software. Don't get this particular one. You'll be sorry.
You're listening to Bwana.org Radio, a potpourri of tech news and reviews.
Team Fortress 2, baby. Team Fortress 2. You know me. I'm all about Team Fortress 2. My wife plays it. I play it. We have a blast. We just have so much fun with this game. You can too. If you have a Windows box capable of it, you can try it out on your system absolutely free this weekend. So until May 4th, you can go to steampower.com/goldrush, and I'll put the link in the show notes, don't worry, steampower.com/goldrush, and download Team Fortress 2 for your Windows compatible PC absolutely free, and play online absolutely free all weekend. So get the coffee pot on, get the Red Bull, get the balls drinks, get the penguin mints, get anything you need. Time to get into Team Fortress. If you haven't played it, if you're thinking about trying it out, now is the perfect time. Even if you're not going to buy it, download this thing, try it out this weekend, just see how you like it. It's very affordable. I mean, the game only costs $30 if you want to buy it, and not even that, I don't think, anymore. But you can try it out for free this weekend until May 4th, and look me up. I'm IO Buffer on Steam. Steam is the service that's used to power this, and you have a friends list and a whole community around it, and you can follow me. So if you friend me on Steam, you can know what servers I'm on, you can join my games and all that stuff when I remember to log on to Steam. A lot of times I don't log in, but you know, you get the picture. Anywho, go to steampower.com/goldrush and get your Team Fortress 2 on. You will not regret it. It is a great game. I'm having so much fun with it, and I know you will too, so give it a shot. The next story has to do with a service that I talked about, I believe, about 10 or 20 episodes ago. That's really nice. It's called drop.io. And that's the website, actually, drop.io. And this site allows you to share files very easily without creating an account. You just go to the site, you upload a file, and it gives you this URL, and there's your drop space. So it's really easy to configure. Today they've announced that they're adding free, simple faxing. So drop.io is not only great for sharing files and information. Now you can send faxes. So this thing is quickly jumping up to the top of my list for sharing files. I mean, there's sendfile.com, sendfiles or whatever. There's the various online drives like Xdrive and Mega Sendfile. I don't know the names of them. I just use drop.io now. These guys got it all. They got everything now. So go check out dropio.com. Not dropio.com, just drop.io. I'll put the link in the show notes in case you're wondering. And you will not be sorry. This is a great service. I've used it many times, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it the same way I have.
You found Bwana.org Radio. Tech news and tech gadgets for the hardcore geek in all of us.
You may recall I was talking about Windows XP Service Pack 3 and all the different confusion surrounding it and delays and all that stuff. Let's just move beyond that. Let's assume you've already downloaded Windows XP Service Pack 3 and you're looking to install it. This story that I'm talking about now is over at lifehacker.com, and it teaches you how to slipstream Service Pack 3 into your Windows XP installation CD. If you've never heard of slipstreaming, now's the time to get involved. If you've ever installed Windows at least once, you need to learn how to slipstream. What slipstreaming is, and this site even explains it, is that it will pre-configure and tweak Windows on a disk. So you can pre-install patches. When you install Windows with a Slipstream disk, you don't have to go to Windows Update. You don't have to get all these security updates after you install. It's all built into the disk. And you can strip your system down. You can remove unwanted stuff that Windows installs that you don't need. And you can get a lean, mean Windows XP installation. So by all means, please go to this website at lifehacker.com. It has a link. It has instructions on all the software you will need to slipstream Windows XP Service Pack 3 into your Windows XP installation, and it points you to Nlight, which is a popular software to do slipstreaming. And they tell you you'll need Nlight, a copy of Service Pack 3, of course, a working Windows system, at least 1 gigabyte of free hard disk space, a blank CD or DVD, and Win Updates list. So these are the things you're going to need to slipstream XP Service Pack 3. And go to lifehacker.com. Again, I'll put the link in the show notes. Once you've slipstreamed, it's kind of addicting. I mean, you get to tweaking and minimizing, and it won't be as, if you have to reinstall Windows, it won't be that bad. It's very painless to reinstall after you've learned how to slipstream, and there are going to come times when you're going to need to reinstall. Yesterday, I was kind of stupid in the fact that I thought that NVIDIA's latest drivers would work on my game box. Lo and behold, they caused it to blue screen every time I reboot it. Luckily, though, I had System Restore on, and I had some previous restore points. So I just restored my Windows system back to a previous restore point, and I was back up and running. So I'm avoiding those drivers like the plague now. But still, if I had to reinstall because of that, I have a Slipstream disk ready to go. So I can just pop it in and be ready, back up and running where I was. Just got to install Team Fortress 2, of course. that's the big game I play right now. I'll install Call of Duty 4, and that's with patches and everything. That's probably a couple of hours at the most. So it's awesome. I'm telling you, that's the only word I can think of. It's awesome. So learn how to slipstream today. Do you know CSS? Cascading style sheets. Do you know this particular concept behind HTML and CSS? Did you also know that you could draw Homer Simpson using CSS? Did you know that? I thought you might not have. That's why I'm sitting here on Bwana.org Radio, episode 117, telling you about it. Over on ajaxia.com, they have a tutorial and actually a video demonstration of how to draw Homer Simpson of The Simpsons, Matt Groening, of The Simpsons, using nothing more than cascading style sheets. This is absolutely amazing. I'm speechless. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know you could create cartoon characters simply with CSS and HTML and all this different stuff. So, I'm speechless. Go check out the link in the show notes over at Ajax.